Mm. Make sure my mic check. I'd like to welcome everybody in. For those who are on TikTok, for those who are on YouTube, welcome into the chat. I got a few things to go ahead and express a video that I had put out there, and we're going to talk about some analytics behind it. A few things about it. I'm just going to express some things first off. This This live and this video is for strictly for entertainment purposes only. So, everything is alleged, you know, uh, just to get that clear. Um, if you're on YouTube right now, you can check any videos that I put out. You'll see the whatever policy procedures that need to go by for the live and my description box. So we're gonna get into a few things. First off, I put out a video in one of my channels, one of my platforms. I just kind of looked at some reactions and determining some, I guess, some feedback of the video that I put out, and it's basically about um, if you haven't seen the video, you'll kind of get an understanding, but here's just a brief understanding. I put out a video about the concerns of the blue collar industry. I'm just going to get straight to it. And the reason why is because I'm into the blue collar industry myself. It's need be by choice because um, I did study into, you know, being an accountant as well. So I'm just intrigued about logistics right now. So just hear me out. I put out a video and I went back and I looked at some analytics and some statistics about it. Some comments that were said were, and I always like to go in the here and now. What I mean by that is what's leading up to anything that I put out. Anything that I put out. I'm always leading, it's always leading up to something before I even just put it out there. And if you look at the timeline of the incidents as far as the blue collar industry, and we'll get into it about the music industry in just a little bit. Just walk with me right now. While I walk you down, I would always get into incidents and involvements with blue collar industries that involve logistics and warehousing. And the reason why is because I'm a forklift driver, certified forklift driver, and I just kind of worked closely with, I would say, like supervisors and managers while I was in the business. But enough about me. We're gonna get into what I was told when I was working years ago. So an executive came to me and okay, they were inquiring about what it is that I was doing, you know, besides the work, for us the warehouse. And he got to telling me some things. And I got to talking to him and opening up about what I want to do and what I want to do as far as an asset because I wanted to learn the logistics side of business, right? So what ended up happening is he opened up to me and was like, whatever you do, learn as quick as you can, as fast, and move up in logistics as fast as you can. And the reason why And this was almost about it's going on 10 years now. Well, being about 10 years, 10 to 15 years now. But he made this prediction for 20 years. So we still got 20 years of what he said to me was going to roll out. And what he said was, what you're seeing right now, as far as with logistics, as far as with these videos that are popping out for us with warehouses, that's a play in your face. That's a play in your face right now. That's what I'm saying. But what he said is really concerning because he mentioned that the reason why you're going to have to learn fast and move fast is because they already have this system in place of this robot takeover as far as the blue collar industry. Right now, what he said that they're doing is they're trying to figure out the projections. They're trying to figure out the projections of how much it will cost of maintenance if these robots tend to fail, right? Hear me on this. This was 10 years ago. So 10 to 15, I want to say 10 to 15 years ago. So we may got about five or 10. I want to say I'm gonna give you the most at 10, but that's it. But what he's saying is coming to fruition, and I like to express on that because the things that got me bothered is like it's this right here. It's he also said that this is a test run. They can actually roll this stuff out right now. That what was that that's what scared me. He said the only reason why they haven't rolled it out is because right now they're into the projection budget phase of it. Right now, so this stuff, what I'm saying, basically is already ready. It's they're right now getting ready to pull out and push test runs for it. And I'm gonna say alleged, but you saying for yourself. Shout out to Smart Manufacturing on TikTok. You can go there and you can actually see some of those videos that they are actually showcasing for blue collar industries and the machinery that they are already putting out. They actually got their own page. So that's what's kind of striking too. They got their own page about it. Me, what I'm thinking is this like a kick in your face type of thing? Is this a spit in your face? Why would they have these videos? Because I got questions. And my question is, like, why would they put or start to are they looking for investors? First off, that's my first question. Is that why is that why these videos are rolling out? My second theory is okay, everybody that that showcases themselves because I see a lot of these videos now about them working in warehouses, them on forklifts. Now I'm gonna tell you like this: that right there violates OSHA standard laws and policies. So I'm gonna tell you right now what I think was going on. What I think they're letting this go on right now because they're finna get ready to build a case. I stopped a long time ago because not only is it dangerous already because you filming and you working and you working on equipment that can not only harm you but harm others. So safety over everything with me first, especially in the warehouse because I had to learn that equipment. It's not like it's a second leg, third leg, or fourth leg. that's attached to me that I just learn about. No, you have to learn it as a trade. I learned that. So I encourage everybody to go back and watch the video because to my adults, you'll kind of see what question without me trying to put it out there, what I'm saying. And I'm gonna say it right here because I feel like it's just adults on this line now. I don't feel like it is. I mean, I'm any threat to any kids or any gov. Put it like that. Hopefully, I'm in whatever standards for what's on this page. But what I'm finna speak is, you can call it conspiracy theories. You can call it me speaking my mind. This is just my opinion. First off, this is just my opinion. World War III, it wasn't. I don't even think World War III was even meant for humans to fight, and that's just me saying it. And what I see now with these robots, and I'm gonna get, like I said, I'm gonna get into the music industry about it too. But right now, that's just my opinion about it. And where I see things now from the video that I just the video that I put out a couple of days ago, I can see that. I can see, I can see now what the big picture for is any type of spiritual battles, because we all go through that with just hate, pure hate, people hating on us, evil eyes. That's your spiritual warfare. Warfare. For me. Other than that, I don't know about any ghosts of paranormal, anything, stuff like that. I'm just gonna keep it real. Psychologically, we've been defeated because all of the lies everybody gotta see through. First off, all of the lies that you gotta see through. So there's to that. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out. I want to give a shout out first off. I want to give a shout out first off to um, the people I've subscribed to, because they get me through my morning, they get me through my day, and plus they keep me on game. You know, they may not like each other, but I always gotta keep them. They all grown. Shout out to Ms. Low Down. Shout out to Fun No Fame. Shout out to Bro Sanchez and Ticket TV. Shout out to Candace Owens. These are some of the people that I just kind of listen to just into the world, because I'm listening to them while I'm working. So while I'm in that warehouse, I'm over here just looking at this stuff, and it just really blew my mind to see that some of these millionaires, billionaires, whoever, they just I, they just see destruction, for people like this. My thing is, do they already have a plan in place to where the stuff do happen or anything happen, or is they just gonna shoot off somewhere in Antarctica? But before I get into my industry questions and about the music industry, here's one last thing I want to put on everybody's mind before concerning the videos and disclosure. That's a distraction, because right now everybody should be into questioning anything, not even questioning or just asking a question from anybody about anything at this time. Now is the moment for you to know, because it ain't the alien disclosure. That's, if you're thinking about that, then they got you. I mean, if it's a disclosure for anything, let's talk about a disclosure for Area 51. Let's talk about area. A disclosure for Antarctica. That's, I don't know nothing about that. That's unidentified to me. I mean, I see about aliens and they talk about aliens all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm practically useful. I'm, they may be offering. No, I'm not gonna put that out there. I don't know. You know, especially with black projects being involved. Hint, 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 hint. With black projects being involved. Shout out to everybody. What's up? What's up, Junior? Bendy Blessed V. What's going on? Shout out to you. But that's just my point. That's just all I wanted to get across right quick because I don't care what's going on out there. I mean, I still want to know what's going here. I haven't really even traveled a lot, so I'm not even really cultured enough to even know I've been outside my own city. I have. I'm gonna take that back, but still, it's still things that. What my point is, it's still things just on this earth that's unidentified to me. And where's the disclosure in that? I mean, if anybody asks about Antarctica or anything, what about Richard Byrd? Are all of those files disclosed now too, or are we gonna get everything, including his death? Those are disclosures to me. But I'm just gonna end it there before I start going into how I feel and why I feel. It somewhere correlates and real close to the music industry. And the reason why I say that is because the power and control and how it's not as visible to where you can see like entertainers you got paparazzis, in the warehouse. I've known some guys, if their girl starts working at a warehouse, they break up with her. If you know, you know. They'll break up with them right there. Especially if they fine and they look good. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna go into it, but we got adults in here, so y'all know where I'm going with this. And I want you to think about everything. If you got a talent and everything that you're seeing right now, as far as Diddy trials, all of any type of accusations that's going on in courts, if you got a talent and you looking at all of this stuff that's going on that's in your face, would you have wanted to go out and pursue your dream with your talent? Saying that this stuff right now, no, you wouldn't have. I mean, some people, they guts are like that, and then probably too, they know it's like they know it's risk with everything. But me, in the profession that I'm in and the things that I study, risk ain't everything. Sometimes it's haven't you ever heard of risk management? That term does exist, where you're not trying to go out for risk. You're not trying we're trying to accomplish anything that's set with the pillars that we have set as far as building our a job or dream or whatever to be safe first and foremost, and that's almost prominent with every company. I gotta say that it's probably prominent with every company. It is. It is. They'll go. You can go to any company, and they'll tell you that they would like for you to walk out the same way that you walked in. with all your limbs. Safe. This is the meaning between the civil line for those who don't have a 9 to 5 or know what I'm going on with that. It's I'm gonna tell you, if you don't have a 9 to 5, I'm telling you, I'm not bragging at all about it. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm finna go into is why so many people were probably skeptical, just like school, some things like that, and they made it out without going through, the programming, so to speak. I wasn't one of them. I wasn't. I don't believe in nothing. I I don't believe in nothing. I gotta research it for myself. I listen to you. People, I can take what people say to me for face value, and I go by it with truth. But I'm the type of person that once I figure out a lie, I'm the worst enemy that you want after that. Just not. I just won't be your friend. You can pretty much expect that. So I gotta tell you that holding holding a I don't know how to pronounce this, authoritative position in logistics is very powerful. I can say that it's very powerful. For one, you could be in control. You could have close elbows to ADP. That's with payroll, HR, all the top executives, and you're just a team lead. Not to say if you're a supervisor, not to say you're in management, not telling what they know if you up in management or what they do if you're in management in logistics in the blue collar industry. I swear, I think I'm just gonna go back to the white collar industry. It's just almost saying fitting, but only thing I hate about it is just you're gonna have to start scratch from the bottom. It's a my company's it's a scratch pub company. It's start of straight out the air. You know, I just know it's gonna be a lot of work. I just know it's gonna be a lot of work that I really dedicated already to my 9 to 5. So I'm really just trying to get out of my 9 to 5, put into my business as much as I can. And I think everybody else should probably do the same, especially if you work in a 9 to 5, because the way it's going, the way it's going, what we should be probably asking for instead of alien disclosure, with what I'm saying with these videos and everything that's probably popping, that's probably free healthcare. Free healthcare. That's what I meant to say. Free healthcare. I know you probably gonna mess up the algorithm, or I didn't mess up any type of algorithm. It won't push through because I said that. But if you think about it, if your robots are taking up everything, well, how are you to survive and the robots are doing the jobs? You still got to go to the doctor. You still got, unless you're probably going to be chipped, and only thing you need is to be recharged or cloned. Or if you're cloned, your handler just puts you back into place. Other than that, you're going to need a doctor. And with the robots coming in to invade the planet, basically, take over your jobs, I think that we should probably be pushing for free healthcare. China has it. And I think that's probably why they have like 7G. We think that 3 and 5G is something. They are on 7 and 10G. Those giant robots are built to probably fight Godzilla or the Leviathan if he happens to awake. I'm just gonna put it out there. We're so behind in the US as far as technology, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I wonder if any one of those tech gurus that Donald Trump took with him, what, what any of them from the United States, were they born from the United States? I'm not gonna look into it, but somebody look that up for me, man, and see what's good. What's up, Nana? What's up, T? Shout out to everybody that's stepping in, man. We just here talking. I'm gonna speak briefly for a little bit. I've already spoke about the topics that I needed to touch on. If you haven't seen my video, it's pretty entertaining. It's pretty entertaining. It's a lot to think about, especially if you're in the blue collar industry. Especially if you're in the blue collar industry. White collar industry, you really don't have nothing to think about really now. Is that it's gonna be even more of competition for you because now that people, let me put it like this: first, the animals lost their homes because they kicked them out, with uh, freeways and building all into their nature. Now that the humans are going to be driven out of their jobs, it's, uh, they're going to have to go into white collar industries, small businesses. So it's gonna get saturated, you know, just kind of squeezing it, let everybody squeeze on in there so we can get some of this money. Hopefully it still be the US dollar and that's not gone and it's just not all into brick. Hello. But that's economics and we're not gonna talk about that right now. I appreciate everybody coming in to my live. I haven't gone live, and I am thinking about going live quite often because there's some things that I have to talk about. Not only about what's going on in your GOV, but I got some celebrity news that I like to talk about. I seen Pimpin' Ken. I was in Big T Bazaar today, and he's selling. Don't y'all? Yeah, he's selling perfumes now. Pimpin' Ken. Shout out to Pimpin' Ken. Um, I got some nice Louis Vuitton cologne from Pimp. And y'all tell me how y'all kind of like this style that I'm rocking. I haven't got my hair cut and the beard trimmed and stuff like that, but it took about 5 hours for me to get my hair right. It's been a minute. I don't get my hair done like that. You know what I'm saying? So 9 to 5 as a male, you just ain't thinking about it like that. But yeah, I kind of like it. So appreciate everybody for coming in, joining in this live, man. If make sure that you share, like, comment, because I would like to know what you think about that. And is your job in jeopardy of a robot? Hell, is the planet in jeopardy of it being invaded? Not by aliens, but by your own GOV. But I ain't gonna get into that, we'll hit them this way about that, bro. I'm out. I said I was gonna do a live. I finally did that